10 volcanoes awaken in 1 week. Wow. It's up above Japan.
A volcano in Russia is putting on quite the show for scientists. They say a lava lake has started to form at the volcano. The mountain started erupting in late November after being dormant for close to 40 years. The last time it went off, it was active for 5 months. The rumbling mountain has destroyed a nearby recreational base and set fire to a forest. Fortunately, though, there have been no casualties. Despite being situated in Russia's Far East, the volcano has attracted tourists to the region. For NBCNews.com, I'm Dara Brown.
Oh, we're just getting a eruption. It looks pretty big this time. It's been dead for about 2 hours. And now it's really coming out. The wind is blowing towards Kokopo. So I have little danger of getting dust where I'm standing. I'm standing right in front of it. It's a huge eruption.
Hey guys, Dabu7 here, January 23rd, 2013. I want to do a quick Earth change, Earth watch video here. It's been a while since we've had a lot of big earthquake activity. The last big earthquake we had was January 5th, 7.5, right up in here. The last one before that was down here, and it was a 6.7, December 21st, 2012. Those were the last big earthquakes we have seen. It has been fairly quiet in terms of significant earthquakes. Another thing to point out here, USGS can be very deceiving. It's missing all the Canada quakes that we just had, the Georgia quake, the Missouri quake, the big 5 point, whatever it was down here in Brazil in the past 48 hours, all the quakes that's been over here. USGS, ran by our government, can be very deceiving. Okay, so it's kind of best to watch different maps, get different views. Now, I want to turn your attention to the volcanoes. They are awakening all across this planet. There is not a day that goes by that I do not see a new article somewhere on a volcano erupting. Just because we're not seeing it here and you're not seeing it on your local news does not mean that it's not happening. And it's not happening all over the world. Most of these volcanoes are in remote places. And some of them are spewing ash thousands of feet high. And you're just not seeing nor hearing it and have no clue that it's going on. Well, I'm here to tell you that it is going on. And as you can see here, this is the earthquakes that they've got listed on RSOE. Every single one of these red triangles you see over here is a volcano nearby the epicenter. So look at all these quakes that have volcanoes right next to them. You're talking magma on the move. I'll leave a link so you guys can check this out. Last activity, 22nd, 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 21st. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 volcanoes within the past 48 hours or less. Just off of the RSOE. Supervolcanoes becoming active. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. And then the one in Greece on the 17th. So you have an uptick in volcanic activity going on across the globe. And like I said before, you have 2 sites on the big island of Kilauea volcano that have awoken. You have an eruption in Chile with emissions reaching 11,000 feet. The Russian volcano, well, there's 3 different ones there that are spewing. New Zealand, they're saying that a large explosive eruption is imminent. The Philippines. Okay, this is everywhere. 10 volcanic earthquakes rattled the Philippines in the last 24 hours. Hey guys, W7 here, January 25th, 2013. Just wanted to put out a quick video here on the earthquakes that are picking up. I'll leave a link so you guys can check out all this information. But there's basically stress regions, one being right here in this area and the other being right off the coast of Northern California and Oregon. We've had an uptick in earthquake activity. Now I'm not talking, when I say uptick, of like, you know, big 6, 7, 8 pointers. I'm talking small swarms that are popping up, like in Nevada. They're popping up in these areas, and they're cluster quakes that are happening, and not in a 1 to 2 magnitude region. These are picking up to the 3 to 4 magnitude. Once again, USGS is very deceiving. A lot of the earthquakes that should be on here, I'm looking at the past 7 days, magnitude 2.5 plus here. Let's click it on over to 30 days. See what we get. Not much difference. They're not giving us the huge 5.8 that was down here off Brazil. They're not giving us the Georgia, the Missouri, the Kentucky quakes. They do have the Oklahoma on there. They don't have the big Canada quakes that were up in here. They're not being honest, if you will, in telling you about all the quakes. And what always catches my eye is the line that these always seem to fall on, cutting down through here. And when they cut across the United States, if you were to look at this, they come down the St. Lawrence Passage here, through Virginia, cut down into eastern Tennessee, then on over into Missouri, dip down here into Texas, and then work their way back up this way, following the old Craton Belt. But they've picked up, you know, from the 1s and 2s up to 3s and 4s. All in the past 48 hours. There was also a 4.5 that hit Texas that they had listed